Robinson waits. Here comes the pitch. He leaps. It's over his head against the wall. Here comes Gilliam scoring. Brooklyn wins. Jackie Robinson is being pummeled by his teammates.
Welcome to the Daily Rewind. My name's Tom Hannon. I'm your host. And the Daily Rewind is brought to you by thisdayinbaseball.com. I hope you're going to enjoy today's show. It's a short walk through baseball history. In today's edition for January 31st, we got Jackie Robinson on the show with his Hall of Fame induction speech. It is truly awesome. But first, here's a little bit about Jackie. On January 31st, 1919, future Hall of Famer and trailblazer Jackie Robinson is born to Jerry and Mally Robinson in Cairo, Georgia. Jackie Robinson is by no means the greatest player in baseball history. He holds no cherished records in the manner of Hank Aaron or Joe DiMaggio, and his career numbers fall far short of the statistical milestones by which we currently measure greatness. But as a former Negro League star, Buck O'Neil once observed, Robinson may not have been the best player of his era, but he was the right player for the task history set before him. As such, Jackie Robinson is a pivotal figure in baseball narrative, and perhaps its greatest hero. Only a man with Robinson's singular mix of talent, tenacity, and temperament could have taken up the lonely task of breaking baseball's color barrier. No player before or since has had to perform under the weight of such a great burden. On one shoulder, Robinson bore the hopes and future and aspirations of people too long denied their share of America's promise. On the other, he bore the fierce scorn and violence of those who preferred that baseball and American life in general remain a segregated affair. That he rose to the challenge and thrived under the pressure was an affirmation of America's founding principle, the proposition that all men are indeed created equal. His triumph, coming a full 7 years before Rosa Parks' defiant sit, can be seen as the first great victory of the modern civil rights movement. Martin Luther King Jr., who followed Robinson's exploits as a teenager, hailed him as a pilgrim that walked in the lonesome byways through the high road of freedom, a sit-in before sit-ins, a freedom rider before freedom riders. His success paved the way for new generations of superstars, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, and Frank Robinson, to name a few, who would go on to revolutionize the game and redefine American culture. Now here we go. Let's listen to that speech.
Thank you very much, Mr. Frick. First, let me say how much of a thrill it is to be coming into the Hall of Fame with Bob Feller, Mr. McKechnie, and Mr. Rouse. I want to also let you know that I feel quite inadequate here this afternoon, or this morning, but I think a lot of this has been eliminated because today it seems that everything is complete. First of all, I want you to know that this honor that was brought upon me here could not have happened without the great work and the advice and guidance that I've had from three of the most wonderful people that I know. And if either of them weren't here today, I know that this day could not be complete. But they're all here, and I just hope you don't mind if I just pay a word of thanks and a tribute to my advisor and a wonderful friend, a man who I considered a father, Mr. Branch Rickey. And my mother, who taught me so much of the important things early in life, I appreciate no end. My mother, Mrs. Robinson, and lastly, ladies and gentlemen, my wife, who has been such a wonderful inspiration to me and a person who has guided and advised me throughout our entire marriage. I couldn't have been here today without her help. And then I in sitting down, I must thank the baseball writers. I never thought at all that I would have this wonderful honor coming to me so early in my lifetime, and to have the writers to elect me on the first time is a thrill that I shall never forget. We have been up in cloud nine since the election. I don't ever think I'll come down. But I want to thank all of the people throughout this country who were just so wonderful during those trying days. I appreciate it no end. It's the greatest honor any person could have. And I only hope that I'll be able to live up to this tremendously fine honor. It's something that I think those of us who are fortunate again must use in order to help others, because it's such a tremendous honor that we should be able to go out and do things to help. I'm just grateful, and I'm sorry it's taken so long, but I just wanted you to know I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
You know, when you listen to that speech and you hear him talk, you realize the type of person that he was. And he was so honorable, and he thanked everybody in his life that got him to that point, and he took none of the credit for himself, and he himself is the person that had to actually endure what he endured to get where he was. And I think that just shows you the type of person he was, and he was the right man to do what they needed to do to break segregation. And I hope you enjoyed that speech. So I want to talk to you about something that is super special to us, and it's our page sponsorship program. The reason that we do thisdayinbaseball.com is because we cherish the moments in baseball history. So whether it's Kirk Gibson's home run off of Dennis Eckersley, or it's Carl Yastrzemski's 3,000th hit, or it's Dave Winfield's game-winning hit in the World Series, it's all these amazing events that make up baseball history. And for you, the fan, it might be something that happened in Minnesota, it might be something that happened in Houston, it might be something that happened in Florida or California or Seattle. Everyone's got their own story. And what we do is we offer you the opportunity to tell that story on our page sponsorship program. So what that is every event, every page, every ballpark, everything basically on the site can be sponsored. And the way it works is if you want to sponsor a page or an event, we give you that opportunity to do a message that can be about 300 words. 300 characters, I'm sorry. And then you can include a link in that and an image if you'd like. You have to send us the right size image. And then we will put that on that specific event's page. And you're going to have at the very top of it, it's going to say this page is sponsored by, and it's going to have your name, and it's going to have your special memory, or it may have your business, or it may have a blog that you're trying to drive traffic to. There's lots of ways to use a page sponsorship, but it is a way for a lot of people to share their special memories, and it's also a way for you guys to support us. We do this podcast here. We have this website that we work at every day, trying to bring you this amazing content. And by doing that, there's a huge time cost for us, and that's why we offer the page sponsorship program, because it helps support our effort to bring you this content that you really enjoy. So if you're interested in that, all you really need to do is go to thisdayinbaseball.com, and the page sponsorship links are everywhere on the site. They're in the menu bar. Every page you go to, you're going to see a link to sponsor the page. You just click that link, and it's super easy. You can do it in less than 5 minutes. You fill out the form. You put the link in that you want, the message that you want. You send it to us, and when I approve it, I send it back to you, and we send you a PayPal request, and off we go. And you will have the page sponsored in about 48 hours. And the cool thing about it is you get to be on the show too. If everybody who sponsors a page, we're gonna talk about it on every show that we do. Whoever sponsored the most recent page. So that's a page sponsorship program. That's a way that you can help thisdayinbaseball.com. I hope you check it out. I hope you enjoyed this show and enjoy Jackie Robinson. And I'm out for the rest of today. I hope to see you at the ballpark. Peace.